Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our thanks to the moderator for the time given to us. Please allow us to present a paper entitled Green Economy Policy as a Way for Sustainable Development Driver, a bibliometrics analysis presented by Mansur Hadi Mursid and Rizka Ramadhani in the chamber. Tidar International Conference on Economics, Management, Business and Accounting 2025. From introduction to method will be presented by Ms. Rizka Ramadhani.
Intro, intro, Introduction. Indonesia as a developing country in Southeast Asia is actively carrying out multi-national development across various sectors to meet human needs and improve overall quality of life. Development involves the utilization of environmental resources, creating a strong link between economic activity and the environment. However, economic growth often leads to the overexploitation of natural resources, resulting in environmental degradation, ecosystem destruction, national disasters, and pollution that affect both humans and biodiversity. Modern lifestyle that priorities convenience have increased the use of single-use packaging, household and industrial waste, deforestation and carbon emission, which contribute to air pollution, global climate change, and declining marine and forest health. This challenge demonstrates the imbalance between economic progress and environmental sustainability, emphasizing the need of the individual awareness, collective responsibility, and strong government intervention in promoting environmental protection. Next. Uh, to address the issues, Indonesia has actively engaged in international climate action frameworks, include revising its nationally determined contribution (NDC) in 2021, developing to long-term strategy on low carbon and climate resilience 2050 and committing to carbon neutrality by 2060 in alignment with the Paris Agreement and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). These policies aim to integrate green economy principles, fostering economic growth and human welfare without compromising environmental integrity. Sustainable development, therefore, emphasizes advancing society while preserving natural resources for present and future generation. By implementing green economy policies, Indonesia seeks to balance economic development, environmental protection, and social well-being. Highlight the critical role of government and global cooperation in achieving long-term sustainability. Next. Green economy. The term green economy encompass multiple definition but consistently emphasize and the integration of economic development with environmental sustainability. Scholars and international organizations such as UNEP UNCTAD, and the OECD describe a green economy as an economic system that prioritizes low carbon, efficient resource use, and social inclusive uh, environmental risks for present and future generation. It focus on economic activities, production, distribution, and consumption of goods and service that enhance social well-being without compromising ecological integrity. Key principle include balance short-term economic gains with long-term environmental and social benefit, promoting equity, and ensuring that progress does not jeopardize the capacity of future generations to meet their needs. Uh, One green economy indicator. Economic growth is a key macro incubator for improving human welfare uh, as it increases the availability of goods and service and raise national income to enhance social being. Wherever in Indonesia, past economic expansion has been uneven and not fully inclusive, as evidenced by rising inequality indicates regional disparities and limited access to equitable education. The long-term implication of growth on society and the environment must be careful assessed since continuous expansion can effort excessive pressure on national resources essential for human well-being. Integrating the concept of growth provides a framework to promote sustainable economic advance the mitigate environmental harm while ensuring efficient resource use for present and future generation. Yeah. Uh, Two grand economic principle and environmentally sustainable economic integrate social, environmental, and economic principle to ensure balance development while conserving national capital and ecosystem. Key components include effective regulation, uh, financial incentive, sustainable production and consumption, a fair income distribution, and investment in education and capacity building, particularly for vulnerable population in developing countries. Um, the concept of a green economy has evolved to inclusive green world, emphasizing not only environmental and economic objective but also social inclusion and equity. Ultimately, this transition aims to move from conventional economic development toward a model that delivers financial benefit while safeguarding the environment and promoting social well-being for present and future generation. Next. Grand economy concept. The grand economy in economic strategy that emphasize environmental preservation, sustainable practice, and the responsible use for natural resources, moving away from growth-driven exploitation and short-term profits. Uh, it pro it prioritizes use value over monetary exchange, balance labor, societal needs, and the careful management of assessing natural asset while generating low greenhouse gas emission. Key factor for a successful green economy include low carbon industrial practice, efficient use of natural and human resources, and social inclusive the policies that ensure equitable benefit for all communities by uh, aligning with development priorities and sustainable policies, and the green economy provides a framework for long-term economic growth and simultaneously protects the environment and promotes social well-being. And next, sustainability development. Sustainable development is a deliberate and systematic approach uh, that integrates environment consideration, particularly natural resource management, into the development process to ensure well-being and quality of life of present and future generation. It emphasizes balanced progress across economic, social, and environment domains, ensuring that economic growth in environmentally responsible and does not cause ecological degradation. The philosophy uh, of sustainable development underpins the green economy by promoting inclusive, long-term social and economic growth while safeguarding national resources and minimizing harmful waste, achieving the request expanding access to education, healthcare, good jobs, and community participation, building economic expansion toward ethical, sustainable, and society beneficial outcomes. Next, methodology. The study employ secondary research familiarity as a basis for bibliometric analysis to analysis uh, 40,000 um, 729 article index based corpus. We use VOS, fewer application. This amount serves when article title, abstract, keywords, green economy, sustainable development, search within article, and the year ranks from 2000 to 2026, where 40,000 697 article and two article in 2026. The designated field of study encompass economic, econometric, and finance, as well as business management and accounting, obtained 4,020 for 4,074 articles. Document type is article with keyword sustainable development. There were 1,405 article with 1,000 for 471 article in English language. And the study employ qualitative research methodology utilizing a descriptive approach of literature review in the research. Literature review is the collection of data or literary document works, research of various textual materials, including books, journals, and other research that are clearly relevant to the topic of study is how the information is collected. And next, I will invite to present the result and conclusion to the share Bapak Mansur Chadi.
Okay, thanks, Miss Rizka. The result of the research show that China stands out as the most prolific and interconnected country with 690 documents. Pakistan 89 documents, United Kingdom 136 documents, uh, and function as secondary hubs for Jinkai cross-national collaboration. Emerging contributors such as Spain and Netherlands, despite lower publication counts, maintain active collaboration this and highlighting their strategic roles in the global research network. The International Collaboration Network analyzed using VOS Viewer on Scopus Index publication from 63 countries, maps co-authorship this where note size reflects publication output. Color indicates citation volume, and link thickness represents collaborative strength. China emerges as the central hub with the largest output and citation, while Pakistan and United Kingdom serve as secondary hubs bridging Asian and Europe subnetwork. And Europe countries like France, Italy, the Netherlands, and Spain form dense regional cluster. The network highlights strong intercontinental links between East Asia and North America, as well as robust intra-regional collaboration within Western Europe, reflecting an uneven distribution of research, output, and partnership. Peripheral position of emerging nations reveal potential opportunities for deeper integration into global scientific collaboration, emphasizing strategic linkage with established research hubs. And then green economy policy. The concept of a green economy in Indonesia extends sustainable development principles, emphasizing environmental sustainability as reflected in law, in the MPR, and initiative like national and local agenda to integrate sustainability into national and sectoral development planning. Indonesia has actively participated in international environmental governance, ratifying multiple multilateral agreements such as CITES, the Basel and Vienna Convention, UNCBD, and UNFCCC, while implementing domestic regulation to prevent environmental degradation, including forest fire control and land management policies. And then despite potential political and operational challenge, this measure collectively establish a legal, institutional, and policy foundation for advancing a comprehensive green economy that balance economic, social, and environmental objectives. And then green economy as a step out of crisis. The concept of the green economy first coined by Piers Markandia and Berber in 1984 emphasizes economic activities that enhance human well-being while minimizing environmental risk and ecological degradation for future generations. Unlike conventional economies that often rely on fossil fuels and overexploit natural resources, the green economy prioritizes sustainable development, natural capital restoration, and the equitable distribution of benefit to vulnerable groups. Its implementation focus on key sectors such as energy, mobility, urban sustainability, and social equity, aiming to advance human welfare while preserving ecological system and promoting long-term societal resilience. And the projection of green economy policy implication. Green growth strategies aim to enhance long-term resource management and productivity while promoting economic activities that generate sustained societal benefit supported by innovative policy measures such as emission reduction regulation, energy and carbon efficiency, freshwater resource management, and expanded protected area. There is growing recognition of the need to integrate environmental consideration into broader development and poverty alleviation initiative. Yet many nations lack comprehensive strategies in key sectors like agriculture and assessment of green growth impact on inequality and poverty remain limited. Effective implementation of green growth requires strong institutional and governance capacity, coordinated policy reforms across national and local authorities, adequate resource and systematic monitoring to ensure policies are executed efficiently and produce meaningful environmental and socio-economic outcome. And the conclusion, the nation faced multiple challenges in transitioning toward an environmentally sustainable economy, requiring strategic response that integrated environmental, social, equity, and developmental consideration into economic development while aligning with sustainable development principles. In global research trend, central hubs such as China, the US, and the UK drive large-scale cross-border projects and set agenda, while Europe collaboration remain localized and peripheral countries could increase visibility through targeted funding and bilateral agreement, highlighting gaps in intercontinental alliance between Asia, Europe, and Africa. The limitation of current research includes static visualization, lack of temporal dynamic, and insufficient quantitative centrality metrics, with future studies recommended to integrated subject area and funding data to better understand discipline-specific collaboration patterns and driver of cross-border research. This is as presents. Thank you for the hearing us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.